reason to stop me. Hey, yo, what the fuck? You gonna hit him with the car? Yo, what the fuck, bro? Yo, hell no.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Car to Car. I'm Ramon.
And hi, I'm Dana. And today we'll discuss a case out of Baltimore where a police officer was chasing a suspect with his car and running him over. Ramon, what do you think about it?
You know, the more we watch these videos, like nothing surprises me anymore.
At all?
And so, you know, how does this start? You saw a typical interaction between a police officer and a citizen, and I guess the citizen didn't want to do whatever the officer wanted him to do and starts to walk away. So the officer gets upset and chases behind them. So the citizen runs into a big open field. While in the field, you see a police car or a police truck comes, at maybe 30, 40 miles per hour and try to run him over. And then you see the citizen run away for his safety, and you hear his friend trying to encourage him to run to safety. And then the last thing you see is this police car, police truck, because I think there's a difference to be made here, crashes into a fence trying to hit the suspect. And I'm a fan of filming the police. And the reason why I'm a fan of filming the police is because there's more than one angle or more than one description that's able to get out. Because um, looking at, thousands and thousands of body worn camera videos, because I was over body worn camera right before I left, the camera only catches a certain lens. So if you're able to get multiple um, camera angles, you get to see a truer picture, because there's only one picture that you get to see with the body worn camera. And so this was horrific. And so I'm glad to see that there was some immediate accountability, because if you didn't, this would completely erode the public trust. And so I'm glad that this officer uh, was relieved of duty, that the state attorney's office indicted him. That was perfect. That's exactly what you want to see when police officers do something as egregious as this. And so now the important part is just to see what happens next, if they're going to follow through with this indictment, if uh, if the arrest is going to lead to, and I don't know if he's arrested yet, but it's an indictment. So if the arrest is going to be made, and then there's going to be a prosecution. So just want to see how this is going to end up.
For sure. And I definitely hope he is prosecuted because I would, I'm glad, as you alluded to, that they was filmed because nowhere would anyone have believed it. They would not have believed that suspect's story at all. So it has to be prosecuted because who would think that? I mean, he was so comfortable. He didn't even think to to start a foot chase. He immediately got in his car and just started chasing after this suspect with his car at full speed.
Citizen. I say citizen because, and we have to make the distinction, because at this point, I mean, just seeing from what we saw on the camera, what was he a suspect of?
Well, I don't know. It did say that he was arrested for a warrant, a misdemeanor warrant.
Okay,
So I don't know if he knew
at that
about
point.
that at that point. So I'm
Okay.
assuming that he knew at that point because if you just chasing out the citizen like that for nothing, that's even more crazy.
Let me
It's
ask
just
you this
more
question.
egregious.
Is there any warrant, let's say the officer knew that there was a warrant, is there any warrant that would okay?
That wasn't okay. Period. At
Okay.
all, at all. So, but if you just randomly trying to stop someone to talk to them and you jump in your car and start chasing them, that's even more crazy. At least a warrant, I can. Okay, you trying to make an arrest. I can kind of fathom why you would feel you need to put a person in custody that bad because you're trying to make an arrest. But no, it's unbelievable, and that's why I'm glad it was filmed because Had that suspect come into the police station and said, "This officer tried to run me over full speed with a truck," they'd have been like, I can't, I won't believe it. I won't believe it. Going through the grass, on the street, around the corner. No, nobody would have believed that. So it's something you have to behold with a video.
I agree. And like I said, I do think it's okay to record police officers, but make sure you do it at a safe distance. Give us a
Yes.
little bit of room to work because the closer you get to us, the higher our anxiety goes. And so now we don't know if you're a threat or just a concerned person videotaping. So make sure you're aware of the distance in which you give us. And also, yelling, screaming, whether it's to us or to the person, uh, refrain from that. Don't incite the situation that can elevate myself as a police officer or the citizen, or just give us some room. Give us 50 feet. Give us these cell phone cameras are really good now, where you can record from a distance. So make sure you record from a safe distance. And so the last couple of things I'll say is that I will be curious to see what this officer's background is, if he's had any other situations like this, if he's on an early warning system, which is a system that tracks complaints and things of that nature. And officers, we have to remember that our jobs are ethically, morally, and constitutionally based. No matter how upset we may get with people or how angry we may be with a situation, I was taught that, hey, if you don't get them today, you can possibly get them tomorrow, because a criminal is going to be a criminal. And so, a situation like that, let's say this person did have a warrant, let's set up a perimeter. Let's get some more people there so that we can corral this person as safely as possible without us getting hurt, the other community, or the person we're trying to arrest. So, and the last thing I'll say is that um, I think we're going to have to start doing something where, after about 10 years, and it's going to be unpopular, start doing some more psychological testing on police officers, because our behaviors, our thought process about things do change over time. And so we may need to come up with a system that, unfortunately, looks at police officers' behavior, or maybe a certain subset, maybe people who've been in and jump out or task force for an extended period of time, or things of that nature, because um, police work can change you because of what you see.
Agreed. Agreed. So with that, that's all I have.
That's all I have as well.
Okay, well, thank you for watching another episode of Car to Car Podcast. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe.
And until
Yep.
next time.
Until next time.